Let's bring up our sister Saalihah to
Thank you, sir. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. And I would like to greet you all in the greeting words of peace and paradise of As-salamu alaykum.
Wa alaykum salam, ma'am.
First, I would like to thank Minister Henry for giving me the opportunity to speak this Youth Sunday. Genesis 1:26 reads, Then God said, Let us make man in our image and after our likeness. Surah 30, Ayat 30 of the Quran reads, So set thy face for religion, being upright, the nature made by Allah in which he has created man. There is no altering Allah's creation. That's the right religion, but most people know not. Both the Quran and Bible teach that it is natural for man to be righteous, to be godlike. But to act righteous and to be godlike, we must have knowledge of and recognize God. Some believe God is only found in religion, but we weren't introduced to God in the Bible, the Quran, or Torah. Those books might have let us put a name to the thought, but the thought has always been present since we came out of the womb. Trust in God, faith in God is natural. It is our nature. In the final call, Brother Jabril said, the baby came to the world with faith and knowing that one answers prayers. What was the baby's first prayer? It was a cry. Each of us have cried. It is a universal expression. He later says every mother understands the cry of her child. So when a child cries, that child instinctively knew somebody would be there to answer that cry. That indwelling, instinctive knowledge, God is. Well, if it isn't our nature to be righteous, to be godlike, why is the human race so distorted and in opposition to God? Well, because we have begun to set up gods beside thee. And I don't mean literally, but we have praised, obeyed, and loved things in a manner in which we should be praising, obeying, and loving Allah, God. We praise pop stars and idolize them. We fiend for the newest iPhone, the newest Jordans, the newest Gucci bag, obeying the trends like our lives depend on it. Well, who has put these things in our path to deter us from obeying our very nature? The devil. Allah as well as the devil know our desires. But here's the difference between Allah and the devil giving us what we want. Let's say I want a new MacBook. I go to the Apple store. Ooh, it's $1,000. I only got $200 right now. I'll have to budget and save money for 6 months. Let me keep searching. Ooh, on the black market, it's only $100. I'm gonna purchase that one. Fast forward 3 weeks, my new MacBook is broken and I'm without a laptop. You see, the devil provides us with a shortcut to get our desires, while Allah makes us work for it, earn it. He waits until it is the right time for us to have it. The devil just provides us with instant gratification. But as you can see with the example, the devil cannot actually fulfill our desire. Minister Daniel said it great. The devil is synthetic while Allah is authentic. Vain things are just cheap expressions of the gifts from God, and the devil knows that. So he continuously pushes out more things for you to grasp onto. Another phone for you to enjoy, a new theory to occupy your mind, a new scandal to keep you distracted, because he knows what he gives you is temporary. Well, why is it easy for us to set up gods beside thee? What in our nature has allowed us to go against our divine nature, which is to be righteous? In the Holy Quran, Surah 51, verse 49, it says, And of everything we have created pairs that you may remember. For every negative, there's a positive. Every yin, there's a yang. For lightness, there is darkness. For fire, there's water, etc. So by Allah creating the intelligence for us to think on the basis of right, he created the opposite intelligence that subverts right. That's why when you were little and your mom said not to go around that certain corner with your little friend, you would think, why not? Because within us, there is a Satan that we need to fight. So for every righteous thought, you'll have an opposing one from the Satan himself. Sometimes, we'll hear the Adhan being called on our phone, and as we get up to pray, we go, I got this meeting in 20 minutes. If I go pray now, I'll only be able to rest for 10. Allah is merciful. Let me wait until Isha. But you see, that is us feeding into the Satan of self, allowing Satan to deter us from our godly nature. Now, within that example, you see I had to rationalize the negative decision. I had to convince myself that the bad thing I was doing had a valid cause. I had to use my meeting as an excuse as to why I could not pray.
Yes.
Minister Farrakhan said, Satan is deceptive intelligence that rationalizes disobedience to God, thus making evil fair seeming to the doer. And believers, by doing that, we are quieting the self-accusing spirit and digging the grave to our own spiritual death.
That's right.
But remember, family, our divine nature is righteousness. That is how Allah made us. He tests our righteousness with our second satanic thought that will come up from our own heart. So brother, sister, let's pass the test. Let's work to silence the Satan of self, stop setting up a God besides thee, worship, obey, love, and stay grateful to Allah, God. Let's stop questioning God and looking for shortcuts, because Allah is the best of planners and only wants the best for us. And with that, I would like to leave you as I came to you in the greeting words of peace and paradise of Assalamu Alaikum.